So I have a bunch of this Child's Play yarn from Arcane Fiberworks, the Chucky inspired yarn. I know exactly what I want to work this into. It's going to be a sweater. So why not cake all of this up? I think I have, let's actually count. I have 6, 2, 4, 6 is what I normally like to have for a sweater, even though it's going to be cropped. Is this DK? Yeah. So I have 7 in total. And you know what? We're just going to cake them all up. So 7 of those, and then I have 1 of each of these colors for the ribbing. And I decided that, yes, I want to use all of these. 1 will be for each sleeve, and then the other for the bottom. Let's just go Child's Play, all caked up first, avocado, bright red, and midnight. Doesn't really need to be any certain rhyme or reason, but why not? Let's just order them up here. Do need to double check. Okay, DK weight, because I have some fingering weight and some worsted, even though it's obviously not the same. I just want to make sure that it's all coming out the same. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's gorgeous. I guess I wasn't expecting there to be that much purple in it. That's kind of cool. And big fan of the grungy green too. My cats are always very excited when this happens and I am up all night. They're like, are we staying up? Are we playing? This is the best day ever. So I'm sure you'll hear Alanis in the background. Right now she has 3 different toys that she's brought into me, which is very nice of her. I appreciate that. I like being involved in her life. And at the moment, she is upside down in a cat tower. So just having a ball. Tuck that under there. I don't want to get that caught. Done that a couple of times and it is not fun with the electric winder. If something is like snagged on there and I don't notice it right away, it just ruins the entire cake of yarn. Like, it is just impossible. Not impossible, but it's very difficult to pull it all apart and everything. I guess I can go a little faster. It looks really cool, just caked like this though. Another thing that I could do is start listening to some of my audiobooks. I have 2 that I finished this month, but I got 4. I was just like thinking I was going to be in the mood to read, and not quite as much as last month. I don't even know if I'm going to get all 4 of these done. But I have our book clubs totally finished. Heads Will Roll. Finished that one. I actually finished that one first, so I'm really excited to have a little chit chat about that with our book club. Even though that wasn't the book that we chose, I already told you ahead of time that I was going to read it and we're going to chat about it because there was a lot of things going on that I feel like we need to deconstruct in that one. So yeah, I have 2 other ones that I could start tonight, I guess, while I'm working on my cardigan. Oh my gosh, sweater. Sweater, sweater, sweater. I'm not used to saying that. I have so many cardigans that I've made that, yes, this is going to be a sweater, especially the Chucky one. It has to be a sweater because I have to put overalls on it. It's going to be a part of my costume, or one of my costumes anyways. Wow, this is a really good hank of yarn. No knots, no snags. Sometimes I think I go too fast with this electric winder too, and that's my problem, because like that is a perfect cake. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is so perfect. My tension has just, well, when I first started using this, was crazy tight. So there was like something right here, there was a spring right here, and you would like go up, underneath, around. It just, I don't know, it stretched out the yarn a lot and I did not like it. And the cakes would be so little, but like this is exactly how I like it. It needs to be a little airy and I can perfectly pull from the middle now. Wow, this is so cool caked up though. A+ Arcane Fiberworks, seriously. Not that there's any yarn of theirs that I'm like, oh, I don't want to try that. Literally everything from their site I want to try, but Chucky yarn, come on. This is awesome. All right, 1 down. Oh, I even have a piece of my hair in it already. That happens all the time. Though it does go with the Chucky, the red hair, so not even mad about it in the slightest. I could finish this sweater too. This is the Pennywise inspired sweater from Arcane Fiberworks. I need to do the sleeves for this. I haven't even done that yet. Okay, so I have options, but like I'm not feeling that, so we're not going to do it. Next, DK weight. Got it. Every one of these is just going to be, like, it just needs a moment, you know? Oh yeah, there's like little splashes and speckles of red throughout here. Cake number 2. Will this one turn out as well as the first one? Let's hope. I think I twisted this one up a little bit. It's just kind of been a learning curve for me with this electric winder. When I first got it, I was just going really quick because, I mean, you have the option to do it. So it was going like really, really fast. Sometimes it would go so fast, get stuck over here, this thing would pop off, and yeah, an entire hank of hand-dyed yarn just all tangled up, and I'd have to like stop, unwind slash untangle everything. And so for a while, this machine and we were a little frustrated together. We didn't vibe well, but after I worked on it for like a full week, now I love it. Like, this is my favorite way to cake up yarn. I do still have my other one from Knit Picks, the one that I like spray painted black, and my jumbo one. So like if I'm doing blanket yarn and I want to cake it up, which that really doesn't happen that often. Most of the time I just take the label off and then throw it in the yarn bowl and pull it from there. But sometimes I do. So those two I still have. I'm not going to get rid of them. Like a sweater quantity of yarn. This is really, really nice. And I just feel like I've been caking up yarn a lot lately. I have like those 5 other sweaters that I've been working on. Those each had 6 hanks of yarn too, plus the accent colors. Yeah, this has just been really handy. And it gives my arms a rest too, you know. Save it for the crocheting moments. Why I check and triple check all my tags as I'm caking them up, especially for sweaters. I had one skein of a worsted number 4 medium weight yarn, and I had it all on this Swift ready to go. Just happened to glance down, and I was like, hold on, no, that's not a DK weight. So, all right, let's go through them one more time. All of these, DK weight, bright red, avocado, DK, 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 DK Midnight. Okay, so we should be good. I love how this color came out, especially this one. It's so much darker than the rest of them. Hand-dyed yarn, you know? Especially since it's a Chucky inspired sweater. This is going to make it look even more amazing because the colors are very, very different, each one of these. I'm just going to have to play around with the combination of where I want each hank at. I think the darker one needs to be a sleeve though. I actually think that I'm not going to get started on this one tonight and just save it to be a fresh, brand new project to work on while I'm traveling. I can't imagine that I'm going to get an entire sweater done. If I take too many, then I don't know where I want to start. And a lot of times I spend more time thinking about it than actually get going, just because, you know, I'm like in and out of cars and stuff like that. And I want to make it as easy as possible. So I have my pattern, I have the yarn all caked up, ready to go. I am gonna take a variety of crochet hooks, probably an entire lineup. So we're gonna go from 4 millimeters all the way up to an 8, I think. I'm not gonna need all of those by any means, but it just makes me feel better too, knowing that I have them if I want it. For this one, since it's a DK weight yarn, I think I'm gonna use a 4 or a 4.5. And so I'm just gonna have to play around with it a little bit. For tonight, I have just enough time left to watch one of our movies from our 100 Night to Halloween Countdown movie marathon. And I'm just gonna work on this blanket a little bit more. I'm definitely not taking this with me. Traveling with blankets is not super convenient, and I'm just kind of chipping away here and there with this blanket. I'm gonna let you go for now and keep working on this. Have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you girls tomorrow.